Hi, this is Chef Mick from Tony's Markets. Got a quick chef tip for you here on steaming vegetables. Steaming vegetables are actually healthier than if you boil them. And it goes very, very quickly, and it's actually very, very easy. I put the vegetables in a different order. I'll put the hard vegetables in first, give them a few minutes. Then I added some broccoli, gave that a few minutes, added some bell peppers, a few minutes. And that way you can do different hardness of vegetables. And then we just transfer it to ice water, because I want to stop the cooking right away. I'm going to cook them till they're crisp tender and stop it right away. And you put them in this ice water like this, it also helps retain their color, and they stay really vibrant in color. So I recommend you do as many vegetables as possible. Keep them in the fridge for quick meals throughout the week. We're going to come back and we're going to take some broccoli. We're going to make Chinese beef and broccoli. Hi, this is Chef Mick from Tony's Markets. Broccoli. I love broccoli, especially stir-fried with beef. We're going to learn how to make Chinese beef broccoli right now. Start with some sirloin steak or any kind of steak that you like. I like to cut it into pieces and then turn it on its side so I can cut it across the grain. So we get them all sliced up here, and you can go ahead and cook right away. I like to, if there's time allows, put it with a little bit of the Chinese rice wine and cornstarch and let it sit and marinate for a little while. It'll give you a little bit more flavor, and it kind of adds a glossiness to a glossy finish to the meat. All right, let's look at how to cut the broccoli. The thing you got to remember when you're doing a stir fry is people are going to be eating it with chopsticks. Make them eat it with chopsticks. They got to use chopsticks, okay? This is Chinese food. I take pieces here. I cut them off like this. I like to cut them into long pieces. A long piece like this you can pick up with a chopstick. You could also cut them into smaller pieces if you want. Take the stem out and cut the stem. Definitely use the stem. It's delicious. It almost tastes like a separate vegetable in there if you get them cut right. Okay, so nice little bites. Often people will cut these too large too. We want to get these nice and small, so it's a bite. You could take a bite of this and meat at the same time. Nice small pieces. Now we get the pan, the wok. We want to get the wok nice and hot. If you have a stick-free wok, I don't recommend buying stick-free woks because woks cook at really high temperature, and stick-free material can cause a problem when you heat it really hot. So this pan, I've got this one heated up. This baby's probably about 475 degrees. We've got a nice hot pot, so we need to get that fan going. Start out here, a little bit of oil, and this is messy, so you want to stand back. I'm going to add a little bit of ginger, a little bit of the garlic. We give that a little swirl, and then we're going to throw the meat in. Get that meat in there quick so I can start taking that off. We want to let it sit still so it can brown, get some browning going. Now I like it spicy, so I'm going to add a little bit of this chili chew oil or hot chili oil. Optional. For kids, you don't want to use this. And let that go. We get it mixed up a little bit. Again, it goes really fast. We can add our broccoli. I'm going to put a little bit of onion in here too, just because I love it. It's not part of the recipe. And these are cooking together. Oh yeah, I got some red bell pepper for color. I think of a recipe as a general guideline. I don't tend to follow them exactly. If you want something different in it, go for it. All right, so now we need a little bit of liquid in here to help this steam. A little bit of steam is going to help cook those vegetables. We don't want them cooked very much. Now a little bit of oyster sauce. Lee Kum Kee makes the best oyster sauce, I think, on the market. The best Chinese sauces I've ever had. A couple tablespoons worth there. You notice that pan really settles down. That's why it's nice to start hot. If you don't have it really hot, you're not going to get the browning we're after. Also give this a little bit of sugar, just to kind of peak the flavors a little bit, and it balances with that heat. Nice little touch. Okay, we're almost done. I've got some cornstarch mixed with water. Make sure that's nice and hot. We're going to add this here. That's just going to give us a little bit more sauce and thicken it a little bit. So we end up with a nice thick sauce. So now we just need to bring it back to a boil. Once it comes to a boil, the cornstarch will be thickened completely. We're ready to go. Okay, we're about done. The broccoli is going to be crisp, tender. The meat's going to have great flavor. We had a chance to brown it. We got all those sauces in with it. I would serve this with a little bit of rice. You got a nice, healthy meal in just a matter of minutes. So you can get this recipe and all our recipes today at digincolorado.com. Let's dig in.